Okay, so one video I want to share with you is how to conquer your fears of shooting street photography. So obviously, when it comes to street photography, it's something that's causes a lot of people social anxiety. It causes our heartbeats to raise. We get nervous. We feel like we're essentially doing something wrong. So some practical thoughts I'll give to you to conquer your fears of shooting street photography. So the first question is, ask yourself, do I feel comfortable being photographed by other people? Because a lot of us, we follow what they call the silver rule of ethics, which is don't do unto others as you don't want others to do unto you. So for example, if you yourself don't like having your photograph shot or taken, then you're going to assume that other people don't like being photographed. Ooh, nice car. So for myself, I'm lucky is that I actually like having people photograph me. I like the attention of the camera, and so the more people photograph me, the more I like it. So I don't have any personal qualms having other people photograph me. So obviously, but then the reality is that's not true, is that there's a lot of people who don't like to be photographed. But that's kind of besides the point, is that realize that when it comes to shooting street photography, there's always going to be somebody out there who doesn't like it. And that's just part of the game of street photography, is that you as an artist, you're trying to capture beautiful things, everyday reality. And so kind of realize it's your duty as a street photographer to get close, to be bold, to engage with people, and sometimes even take photos of people when they don't like it. So for example, you know, let's say you're a photojournalist and you're documenting some sort of political upheaval or uprising, and there's all these protesters. These protesters might not like being photographed because they don't want people to know that, you know, have their identity revealed that they're protesting. But then it's your duty as a photographer, as an individual, it's more important than the subject you're photographing. The most important thing is all of humanity and all of society, and as long as you're doing something that's doing a net social good, I think it's kind of worth it. So once again, to reiterate the first point, ask yourself, do I like being photographed? And if you don't like being photographed, ask yourself, why not? What is it that you don't like about yourself? Is it that you don't like the way you look? Do you feel like you're overweight? Do you not like your face is unsymmetrical, whatever? So I think one of the best ways to build confidence in photography and street photography is feel more comfortable being photographed yourself. Then you're going to be less uncomfortable photographing other people. So book a professional photographer to shoot your headshot and see the way they interact with you, or even do a selfie project and be more comfortable photographing yourself to build up your own self-image. Another tip too is, I think the fear we feel in street photography is kind of more of like a physiological fear, which means it's kind of more biology, is that just having strangers make eye contact with some people gives a lot of people social anxiety. So my practical suggestion, the way to overcome that, is do an experiment where, you know, you don't even need your camera, you can have your camera with you or not, is make eye contact with people, and if they make eye contact with you back, just look at them, smile and wave, say hello, or just look at them, smile and just nod your head. And the more you get comfortable overcoming the fear of eye contact, the more confident and brave you will be as a street photographer. And also sometimes I think a lot of us in street photography, the biggest fear we actually have is fear of rejection, which means the fear that other people are going to think we're weird, or this fear that we're doing something wrong. But realize that the truth is, as a street photographer, you are a little bit weird, and that's okay. And once you can accept that what you're doing is a little bit weird and outside the social norm, it's going to empower you to keep shooting more street photography. So anyways, some thoughts on building your confidence in street photography. So for more information, Google Eric Kim blog or Eric Kim workshops. Check out one of my workshops, build your confidence and learn how to conquer your fears in person, because it's easy to say this over the internet, over videos, but the easiest way to do it is just go out and do it, or attend a workshop, and that could push you to the next level to overcome those fears. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out.